What's going on, everybody? This is the Press Play Podcast. I'm your host, Drew Hedinger, along with my two co-hosts here today, Drayton Grissom and Tevis Elbert.
This the mute.
Sorry. Yeah, I didn't realize it was my bad. Well, I was talking to you guys earlier and you still heard me. I guess when you start recording, it doesn't mic's on.
I said
What's
earlier,
up, everybody?
It's neither here nor there. All right.
Sorry about that.
It's all good. Today, we're going to be talking about Call of Duty and its fall from grace. We're just going to be going over everything Call of Duty related and how we see the direction of the game going in today's era and some of our memories of what we liked back when Call of Duty was in its glory days. But first, let's talk about Buzzsprout real quick. So, following the link in the show's notes, lets Buzzsprout know we sent you. Get you a $20 Amazon gift card if you sign up for a paid plan. Help support our show. We use Buzzsprout and we love it. Start with some great gear that you already have in a quiet space. If you want to upgrade, Buzzsprout has tons of guides. It'll help you find the right equipment at the right price if you don't have any. Buzzsprout also helps you get listed in every major podcast platform: Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, etc. You'll get a great-looking podcast website, audio players that you can drop into other websites, detailed analytics to see how people are listening, tools to promote your episodes, and more. Podcasting isn't hard when you have the right partners. The team at Buzzsprout is passionate about helping you succeed. Join over 100,000 podcasters already using Buzzsprout to get their message out to the world today. All right, folks. So we're going to be talking about Call of Duty, like I said, and I think we should probably start things off by talking about Cold War, the current Call of Duty. And I guess I will start this off. So my take on Cold War, I haven't played a lot of it just because Call of Duty the past probably 4 years. I just
say 4, yeah.
Probably 4 years. Black Ops 4 was the last one I really enjoyed. And that was 3 years. Maybe that was 3 years ago.
Yeah, because it was Black Ops 4, Modern Warfare, and now Cold War.
Yes. I am not a huge fan of Cold War. The Black Ops universe, out of all of the different universes in the Call of Duty series, the Black Ops one is by far my favorite. It has my favorite characters story-wise. I like the zombies aspect. I like the maps. I just like the Vietnam Cold War aspect just so well. I just love the weapons that era. I love that time period. It's just everything about it I am into. But the multiplayer is where Call of Duty is what it is. You can have as good as a story as any game, but any game can have a good story if it's a story game. Call of Duty is not a story game. It's about the multiplayer. And in my opinion, the multiplayer just has not been there. They've implemented skill-based matchmaking, and it has just ruined the game, in my opinion, because in the olden days, we had a ranked playlist and a casual playlist, just as Steve has, and you can avoid the sweats for the most part. But nowadays, it doesn't matter. If you have one good match, you're going to have 5 bad ones, just as simple as that every single time. And that is fun for nobody. And you can't get better if you keep playing people at the same level. You get better by playing people that are better than you, and you're not doing that with skill-based matchmaking. You're constantly playing people that are the same skill level, same skill set every time. And people want to have games where they have fun and they get 50-kill games. Unless you're doing reverse boosting, that's not going to happen in Cold War. That's not going to happen.
Well, okay. Going off of that, I feel like another thing is with recent Call of Duties is people find their favorite weapons, these high-powered, just OG weapons, and they freaking use those. Whereas previous Call of Duty games, in my opinion, the weapons were pretty even for the most part. I could pick up back in like Modern Warfare, Black Ops, whatever, any weapon I picked up, I could use and I could get kills with it. But I just feel like nowadays people pick the same like 3 weapons because they know they're going to get a good match out of it. But it's like, I don't feel like that's how it should be. I mean, and going back to like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, like the maps were so huge and so awkward. Like there's no point to even have like a shotgun on those that game. So it's just kind of like they kind of threw all that out the window, and they're just too focused on the fact, okay, well, as long as we have a few good weapons in here, we should be good. But no, I feel like it should all be even, and you should have maps that could correlate to any weapon, because previous Call of Duty, any map you can use any weapon basically, because they were long enough to use sniper rifles, they were short enough also to use shotguns and SMGs. So it's just, I don't know. And
yeah, that's definitely another aspect. The maps, which I haven't even talked about. The maps have gotten worse over the years as well. And so much so that they are having to reuse old maps just so often, which I love the old maps. I'm glad that they have them like in the game. But you should also make maps that are good and new and fresh. It shouldn't just be the same maps every Call of Duty. There should be good maps that come along with it, which is what Black Ops 4, for the most part, I think they did pretty good with their new maps.
yeah,
They weren't perfect, but they were solid enough anyways.
And I don't know, World War II, that I
It had
feel
some
like
good maps.
these maps. Yeah, I remember we had a lot of fun on those maps. And like even was it Gustav? Was that the one that had
Gustav. Yeah, the Gustav. Yeah.
Yeah, that like
Hated
it was
maps.
That's my favorite Call of Duty map. I love it.
it was just fun to snipe on,
I mean,
like,
it was different, and I'm gled they did something different where it's not just the same.
yeah.
For sure.
But like going off maps, it's like, are we ever going to have a Black Ops game without Nuketown? Like, we don't have to have Nuketown in every game. I get that everyone likes it, but putting it in there because they know their maps are bad, and they're doing it because they know they're going to please people. And Nuketown alone could sell that game.
Yeah, for sure. But I'm somebody that I want Nuketown in every Black Ops game. I don't care how much it's overused. That's like my favorite map of all time. I want it in every single game I play.
I think it's funny.
When you think of Call of Duty, you think of Nuketown or Rust.
Yeah, exactly. You think Nuketown, you think just
Raid from Black Ops 2.
yeah.
They're bringing Raid back, I think.
You think of Slums. There's a select couple maps, and you think of those every time. So if they want to reuse those maps, I have no problem with it. But like you said, should it be the selling point of the game? Absolutely not, because the game does so many things wrong that has to be the selling point of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And
I personally I like Cold War. I don't have any problems with it. I'm obviously not as a diehard Call of Duty fan as you guys are. I got into Call of Duty late. I didn't play Call of Duty. I played Black Ops 2, but I didn't take Call of Duty seriously until Black Ops 4 when we all played it together. Or I guess Modern Warfare or World War II is when I started really playing.
II, remember that?
Yeah, because it was World War II, Black Ops 4, Warzone, and then or Modern Warfare, and then now Cold War. So.
Well, the thing about it is that Call of Duty used to be a game where it was so fun that you wouldn't want to play any other games. Now, with skill-based matchmaking, you want to play 2 or 3 matches, then you're done. That's how all the people that I know that play it. It's how Casey plays it. It's how I don't know about Jace, but I know that's how Casey plays it. I know that's how a lot of people that play the game play. They just get on for a couple matches. They have one good match. They have like 2 or 3 bad ones. They get off. They get bored.
I haven't played it since the last time I played, which was my first podcast episode, and I played it for a couple hours and felt like I enjoy it, but it just feels like a chore because like you have to try hard in order to
exactly, and that is leading into why
if you want to like go on to Call of Duty, you want to go on to have like you guys have said and have fun, relax, just like sit there and try and get 50 kill games. Now you have to sweat to get 10 kills. It feels like.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Something else I want to bring up that I feel like they changed it basically when the PS4 came out. So like when did it come out? 2014, 2015?
13, I think.
13.
I think it came out the November, like the Christmas season of 13, I believe. Could be wrong.
No, I think it was 14 because I got it in 15 and they had just been out. But that's neither here nor there. Keep going.
But granted, Xbox 360, Xbox Live, they had the party chat, right? However, when you would play Search and Destroy, you couldn't be in party chat. And I kind of miss that feature because it kind of forced players to interact with one another and actually talk. Now you just kind of hide in a party with your friends and you don't really get that interaction as much anymore, which I think sucks because, how is she supposed to make friends if you're just, nobody's willing to talk to you.
And search and destroy is a game mode you need to communicate in. So like
exactly.
On the 360, they had it to where you couldn't be in a party when you played Search and Destroy.
Yeah,
I know.
What I'm saying. Yeah. And I missed that. I wish they would bring that back. And
game chat I wish would come back. It just isn't in games anymore unless people are just crap talking each other like in sports games, and it's not fun to do because it's just a screaming match. Back in Call of Duty, I met a whole bunch of friends just by playing random matches and talking to these people I thought were pretty cool and funny. And going on about the release date of the PlayStation 4, I was right. It was 2013, November.
Wow, that's a long time. So it took them 7 years to come out with PS5. That is insane. Wow.
But I mean, you also want to make sure you give PS4 enough life, and then before you make a new console, you don't just want to put out a new console 3 years later.
Right. Well,
experienced anything with the PS4.
I mean, it's a good console. Like, it's a really good console. I'm sure they had a hard time because I don't know. I don't own a PS5 like you guys, but I mean, is it different? And is it any different than the PlayStation 4?
It is.
It is different.
It's very different. It is.
Very different.
It is so much better of an experience. I can't even. You would have to come over and like play it for yourself. It's and this is not me just selling it. It is a completely different experience. There is no load time. Everything is so much smoother. The graphics are so much better. The PlayStation 5 is essentially a top dollar, one of like a top like $1,000 gaming PC is pretty much what it is for $500.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I love it a lot.
I spent more money on my PC than I did the PlayStation 5, and it's not even close. I don't think I can play 1440p on this, and I can play 4K on the PlayStation 5. It is immaculate.
Well, good. I don't know. I'm just kind of debate because you said you got a PC, and I'm just kind of like, well, if everybody's switching to a PC, do I really need to spend $500?
I don't.
I would still think go with because not everybody.
I would rather go with a console if I were you, because PC is the master race, but PC is also the most expensive. And to be frank with you, I got a gaming PC because I wanted to be able to play something if I wanted to be able to play it. But I'm not going to play the higher end games on this. I can't. I'm playing it on my PlayStation 5. I'm playing. The only reason I have this PC is one, so I can do this podcast and so I can do YouTube, and it makes everything easier for like school and all that. And also just so I'm not like, if there's like a cool survival game that I want to play that comes out on the computer, I can play it now. That's the main reason. I didn't buy this so I can play Cyberpunk 2077 on a $2,000 setup. I can play that on my PlayStation 5 just fine. And
you got a point there. Like, now that you said that does make a lot of sense with the whole, like people spend thousands of dollars to get this fancy gaming PC when you can just buy a $500 console.
Now there are, to defend the PC, there are some PCs that are 100% better than the PS5.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that at all. You just have to
spend like $2,000 to $3,000 for it.
That's exactly what I just said. Yes. I said,
I know. I'm just saying,
$500 console instead of spending thousands of dollars on a PC. Just
if you're spending buku, but it isn't buku for some people. For a lot of hardworking people, I'm not trying to degrade people that make a lot of money, but for a lot of people, that's a lot of money. For any one of us, that's a lot of money. And we're going to take the PS5 every time. Plus, I just like the controller better. It's the way I've always played.
Oh, yeah.
The PC has its place. Dollar for like, if you get like the most expensive hardware on the PC, of course, it's better. It can play literally everything besides a couple PlayStation exclusives. And it's clearly like the best if you spend the most money. It is the best. But you can't beat spending $400, $500 on an Xbox Series X or PlayStation 5 and getting a over $1,000 gaming experience on one of those consoles. It's half the price. You cannot beat that. The SSD alone in those systems, I'm willing to bet you are probably like $200 or $300. Just the SSDs alone.
Yeah, an SSD is expensive.
Yes, because I asked for one for Christmas. That's what I wanted so I can hold more storage. So yeah. Yeah. But yeah,
we kind of
we went off track, but I mean, it isn't like completely off track, but yeah.
No, I mean, we're still talking about the experience of Call of Duty.
No, yeah, and it runs way better on the newer gen. Honestly, this is a little off topic, but Cyberpunk shouldn't even have been released on the older platforms. It should have just strictly been released on these newer ones. But that's a topic for a different day.
That's like Black Ops 3
Yup.
being released.
And I watched a video on there's a YouTuber by the name of Solid Rev. I like his videos. You guys should go subscribe to him if you have YouTube and like that. And he was talking about that, like, there's some people that don't have like enough money, and you shouldn't make fun of them because like it's hard to like buy new consoles. But if you're just being a wedge ass, basically, is what he's saying, and not trying to buy the new console, then you shouldn't screw other people out of their gaming experiences. Like what he's saying is like they shouldn't cater to the older generation of the console players. And I get why they are now, because not everybody can get a PlayStation 5 or Xbox. But what I want to see is them just making like the games that should be on PlayStation 5 just on PlayStation 5, and not downgrading our experience because people don't want to spend money to upgrade to a console.
Mhm.
And I just thought that was a really good point. I don't know.
I mean, I agree. I agree.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, yeah.
Because games should just get better. I mean, you shouldn't be stuck in 2013 with that hardware if you have hardware that's 2-3 times, or maybe even more than that, better.
And like everyone is so quick to blame the PS4 for the reason. I know, like, we didn't really want to talk about Cyberpunk, but is blaming the PS4 for Cyberpunk. The PS4 is not the problem with Cyberpunk. It's the game and the way they developed it for the PS4.
Well, the people, not the developers. The developers have done a really good job.
Or not the developers.
It's the I don't know what the right word would be. The heads of CD Projekt Red, we'll say that. They own the company, or they're in charge, so they get to take the blame. But they've done a good job. They've gave people refunds and stuff, like they should have. But there's just, you got to upgrade at some point. You can't just stay back here in like the past. You have to push hardware forward, because what's the point of getting a new console if you're not going to get the best experience you can have? That was completely different discussion, but like, I mean, we went
kind
off
of to stay on that. I know I don't, but like when you go from PS3 to PS4, you couldn't play Batman Arkham Knight on the PS3.
No.
Why are we playing Cyberpunk on the PS4? Like, I mean, don't be there. Everyone's so scared to make the big step, but you got to move forward.
Exactly. If you can afford to get one and you're just being a wedge ass, then shame on you. If you can't afford it because you don't have the money, perfectly understandable. You got to feed your family
right now.
Or you can't get one, yes.
Well, like, if you're a little kid, you know, and
that's what I'm saying. If you can't afford it,
that's totally understandable. But like, you're a full-grown adult that, you know, complains about not being able to play these games.
Yes.
Like,
that just makes my blood boil. It really does. They're sitting here. That's like me trying to buy like a Toyota Camry and getting pissed off because it doesn't have the same motor BMW would have. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is, pretty much.
Yeah. It's like, okay, well, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. And that goes back to like the Black Ops thing. Like Black Ops 3, they had it for all the consoles, but when you compare it, they for one didn't have a campaign, which I'm fine with. They shouldn't even have in the first place. But it just was so horrible. I don't know why they even bothered. It's like maybe to make a few extra bucks, but like I really don't think it was worth it. Like they should. I
stopped playing the campaigns in Call of Duty after that because it was just so bad that I just. In Modern Warfare, to its credit, and Cold War, they both have had really good campaigns, I've heard. So there's that. But
I've never done it. I've never played.
It just has not had the same taste in my mouth, because before that, all the campaigns were really good.
Yeah.
Even Ghost had one of my favorite campaigns.
Ghost was really good, but I remember watching a video about some people who were downgrading the campaign because they were like, "This is just stupid, yada yada." I said, "Well, they had fair points. I can't remember them all because it's been a while since I watched it, and they had some fair points on it. Mm-hmm. It was a good campaign. Like it was different. They brought different, like just a different experience to the thing, because the gaming experience or Call of Duty experience." Mm-hmm. I just liked it. I don't know if Tevis, if you played the campaign or not, or you
played. For Ghost, I played a little bit of it, not much.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong.
Like I said, I didn't really. I mean, I played Black Ops 1 and 2, and then I really didn't play Call of Duty until World War II. Mm.
Which, World War II, I've heard they had a really good campaign. The whole game is really good. I just did not spend as much time on that game because I just had a bunch of other stuff going on. But I feel like if I did, I would love it. I mean, I loved it when it first came out and we were all playing. Like I thought it was the best thing ever because they had a good zombies map. I actually liked
Yeah, that
zombies.
zombies was playable.
I really liked it. Like it was
And-
hard, but it was.
I mean, I've heard this year's zombies really good. I haven't played it.
It's fun, but it's not. I think me and Drayton are probably going to be in lockstep. We like the story of zombies.
Yes.
We are in it for the story, and there's really no story in the new zombies. It's fun to play, like just to pick up and play. It's kind of like Extinction, and it's fun. Like it's not bad. It's pretty good for what it is. But I like getting invested in the story and the lore of zombies. That's what I'm into. The characters and like Takio, Richtofen, Nikolai, Dempsey, all that. And just the world that they're in, and they just ended the story, which I'm fine with. But they're not trying to make a new one. They're not trying to continue the older stories they have. Where's the transit storyline? Where are those characters?
Yeah, like they were still alive on the last map, and it's like, what happened? Like after the Easter egg, what happened?
Exactly. And I think it's because Jason Blundell left. I think is they threw him away, basically, is I think why that they're not going in that direction. But I would be fine, honestly, if Zombies had its own standalone game. I'd pay money for it if they did like a decent experience. I'll pay, because I'm a zombie. Call of Duty after Black Ops 2, the only thing I enjoyed was zombies. I didn't really care about multiplayer anymore because I had played it so much before that it was just, it's there. But zombies is something that changes, and it shouldn't change too much to where it's a completely different thing. And that's what happened after Black Ops 3 to Black Ops 4. It was all right, but it was not even close to the same experience.
The thing that I loved about World at War zombies, and combined with Black Ops zombies. World at War is when they first came out with the zombies experience. And I remember watching an interview with some of the people who made it, and they said that it was something they wanted to try. They wanted to see how they liked it, and it just blew up. And so from there, they started forming this story. And the thing that I liked about it between those two games is it was kind of creepy, and it was realistic, but not realistic, because those games were very close to the real deal. And that's what I guess made them so popular, is how realistic it was. Black Ops and World at War, they're the games that made me frightened of zombies because of the story that they made with it. I remember Devin, my brother, talking about the Black Ops zombie storyline. And I at first was like, I don't freaking care, whatever. But then once you start digging into it, it gets really creepy and really cool. And you just really want to when Moon ended, you were just like mind blown, like the earth, like at the end of that. I mean, you were just so, and then the fact that they followed that up with Black Ops 2 zombies made it even better. And that just kind of gave me a chill down my spine when I figured out how they kind of connected all that together.
No, it was definitely a great experience for whatever it was. Hopefully we can get back to that at some point in time. But I really, really enjoyed Zombies from what it truly was, from World at War all the way up to Black Ops 3. Black Ops 4, I could give a damn less about that Zombies. I tried so hard to like it, but I just didn't. It's not even close to the same.
The first 2 maps were good, but after that,
not saying the maps were bad. They were all right, but it wasn't the same. The story wasn't there. I didn't care about any of the characters.
The story felt rushed to me.
It did.
After Revelations and Black Ops 3, I don't think they really knew exactly what they wanted to do, so they just kind of threw a plot together and went along with it.
Yeah. I mean, I think, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played Zombies or Call of Duty as much as you guys have. So, like, a lot of this I like is in one ear out the other. But I mean, Call of Duty's got a lot to, I think, bring a lot of their hardcore fans, because I think that's what they've lost is their hardcore fans. Right now, they have the fans that are hardcore casuals that play it. They have casuals. They do have casuals, and they have a lot of kids. But
so their business model is, though, that's what they're trying to push for, and that's what I disagree with.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, Tevis, I one of these, just going off of the zombies thing, if you ever get bored, you should definitely look up the story. Start out. I recommend you start with like the older videos with like just the Black Ops. Don't go to like Black Ops 2.
Well, I've played
Start with
the
World
last.
at War. Just
I
start
think
all the way from the beginning.
the last. I played was Black Ops 1 the first.
World at War.
World at War was the first zombies map.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And there they didn't really
Was-
have a storyline, but they kind of
No,
a little bit.
they
but-
kind
And
of
then
threw one together.
they-
Just yeah.
Black Ops 2, is that the one that had you start in like the little room and there's 2 downstairs, 1 upstairs on a balcony? Or which zombies map is that?
I think you're thinking of Black Ops 1. I think you're thinking of Kino der Toten.
Probably, yeah. Like you're like you start in a room and you can like run to the left. There's a place where they come in. You run to the right. There's like a dark
Yep.
hole they come in.
There's
that's my-
there's-
I mean,
you,
that's the
you go
only
in
one
and
I've
there's,
really
there's a
played.
stairway up and then another stairway up.
Yep, and then you can go to
Yep.
the right and open the door. Keep
Yep,
going.
that's
Yeah,
Kino. That's Kino.
yeah.
That is the staple of zombies. I played that map. I played Black Ops 1 zombies so much. If there was a
Yeah, that's the only one I've
Prestige-
played, and I loved it.
Oh,
I the thing is, like, when you start out with a Kino der Toten, you're like zapped in. You're like, what the heck
Mhm.
happened here? That
And they have that little story, like they have that little like intro for you, and it gets you into it.
and you have to
Exactly.
find all the like little parts of the story and connect them together yourself. It isn't just like this big thing. You have to find it out yourself. It's like an interactive story.
that's what I liked about, like, it took me a while, but yeah, they had like that cartoon thing at the beginning. It after you know about the stories from World at War, those cartoons make sense because it
Mhm.
shows them going through the maps, and then they go in the teleport, and then they're zapped all the way. They're actually zapped into the future. In Kino der Toten.
Yeah, and then when
But-
you hear about the numbers 115 and all that, it all starts to make sense and isn't just gibberish.
Right. But no, we should definitely not talk about the whole zombie story.
No, I could. I love
could.
zombies so much.
I really-
but we need to
Another
get Tevis in
episode for
here
a different
so-
day.
Oh
Yeah.
man, that would be so fun. I love zombies, dude. I miss it. I miss the old zombies. I really do.
Yeah.
But I guess something I get. Do you want to talk? I feel like we should we discuss why they haven't released any of the old stuff to, or like the old Call of Duties to the newer consoles. I remember you and Troy talked
We
about
can- We can
hair.
do that.
It's,
I know,
it's-
like, yeah. I mean, I don't know like a whole lot. Why? I mean, personally, I know Drew's probably gonna know a lot more about this than I am. I don't understand. This is my opinion. I don't understand like why you don't like why we haven't gotten a Black Ops 1 or 2 remastered. Could you?
I can tell you why. Because they want all the players to play the newer Call of Duties, so they spend money on the microtransactions and play that game. Why haven't they? They have the Modern Warfare 2 story done, but they don't have the multiplayer. Can you explain that one to me? Because they don't want to separate the player base. They want everybody playing the same thing and spending money on the business model that they have designed now, and it's stupid. Because I would gladly spend I would spend $60. I would spend $60 and buy a battle pass if they had Call of Duty with the like next gen graphics and stuff, and it played like it did. I don't even care. I'd spend that money. I'll say it right
Yeah,
now.
I don't understand. They make money
I
either
would
way. Why
spend
not just
the 50 and 60? I don't care if they made it the way that they had it. Black Ops 1 or 2, gladly take my money.
like think of like it's not going to cost people that much. Like it's not going to cost them that much to remaster a game. Like
No.
not.
no,
So like you would make a huge profit. So
exactly.
I
I
just-
don't. They make billions of dollars in microtransactions, and I'm not trying to tell a company you shouldn't make money. But at what point do you stop thinking about the money every single time and start thinking about the customers once in a while that have given you all that money? Just once in a while, please. Like, come on, Activision. That I get. Like companies, their goal is to make the most money they can. Okay, that's fine. But at some point, you have to give back to the people that give you all that you have.
Yeah.
I do agree with you, Drew. It makes perfect sense to me, because why
Me
really?
too.
If they release the old game, everybody's gonna go play that
And not play the newer one.
and not buy the newer ones. But it's like, I don't know. Like, obviously, I bet if they did remaster them, they're probably gonna do what they did, like Call of Duty. Is it Modern Warfare the four, like
Modern Warfare, the first one.
The first one. They remastered that one and they added the microtransactions. They added the new weapons and stuff. I wish they didn't do that, and I feel like if they do, they're going to do that, which is completely going to ruin the game. And I really wish they wouldn't do it. But
but I'd still play it if they did it, though.
I'd still play it just because.
Yeah, but it's just I don't know. You're supposed to make money, but I mean.
It really sucks that we live.
They would make so much money, though, is why I don't understand. Like, it makes sense, but then it doesn't make sense because the amount of people that want an older Call of Duty experience like that would play the game that don't play Call of Duty anymore. I would spend the money. I know Drayton would spend the money. I know Troy would probably spend the money. I know Casey would spend the money. I'm pretty sure Cougar would spend the money. I know Ben would spend the money. I know Nate would spend the money. I know Tyler. I know countless people that would spend money to have an older Call of Duty experience like that. So actually, now that I'm thinking about it, well, it makes sense, kind of. On the other hand, it doesn't make as much sense as it makes sense on this hand, if you get what I'm saying. They even out. It makes a lot of sense here, and then it has the reverse. It makes no sense, and they equal the same.
I guess maybe they're just afraid to dig in and change it, which they shouldn't. I mean,
no, it's worked for so long.
They're probably just trying to come up with some way to milk more money out of this once they do remaster, because they're like, well, we're gonna add the microtransactions eventually, so that way, we're going to make more money after we release the initial thing. So I feel like if they do it, they're going to release it remastered. People are going to be like, yes, the old Call of Duty, we're going to play it. So they're going to play it, and then they're going to add the microtransactions. I think, isn't that what they did with Modern Warfare?
Yeah, that's exactly what they did. If they want to throw a battle pass in there or something like, okay, fine. If you want to add some new weapons, while I disagree with that, as long as they're not adding something that's like game breaking and you can still use the old weapons, I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want them to come in here and add doorways to maps that have already been how they were. I don't want them to come in here and add this one gun that was never in the game that's the best gun in the game now. I don't want that.
Mm-hmm.
I want why can't you just literally, I know for a fact that it's not that hard to do it. It's not. They have the resources. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. You can't take what you already have and just update the graphics a little. Make the gameplay just a little bit better.
Naughty Dog did that with The Last of Us.
Exactly.
I mean, they didn't change a single thing. They just made it, better quality, and they just remastered it. Easy peasy. Why can't you do that with Call of Duty? I really don't
know. This is probably crappy of me to say, but I feel like anytime, most of the time, not every time, but when a company, a person, when they get to the top, they just don't care anymore, and then they just lose focus of what it's like from the build and the people that made them get there. They always forget the people that made them get to where they are, and they always get screwed.
Why not? Exactly. We're not going to get into Naughty Dog and Last of Us 2, but that's exactly what they did.
It's exactly what Naughty Dog did.
Exactly what they did. They put out the best game they've ever made in The Last of Us.
They put out one of the best games of all time, and then they just drop a new
one of the worst. Yeah, put out one of the worst games of all time. No matter what.
I don't.
We're not going to get into that. We're not going to get into that. Not again.
Nope. No, I know we've kind of been all over the place, but I mean, we're still talking about like Call of Duty. Like it all relates in. It's all about video games, so I mean, it all relates.
There is no off topic. It'd be off topic. We went and talked about like.
It's a freaking podcast, man. We could talk about
exactly. Either you rock with us or you don't. So.
Yeah, the people who enjoy it will listen to what we have to say. And they can either agree or disagree. I mean, it's whatever. But
yeah. All right. So moving on, we're gonna talk about what game got us into gaming. I know for me, like I said on one of the previous podcasts, it was The Elder Scrolls Oblivion was my favorite game. That game really got me into gaming. I was, I believe, 6 or 7 years old. It was one of the first true open world RPG experiences, and it was just a game like I'd never played before. It truly opened my eyes to the world of gaming. But this is a Call of Duty episode, so I'm going to move on to that. My favorite Call of Duty, the game that got me into Call of Duties, the first one I ever played was Modern Warfare 2. It was pretty good. But the one that got me sucked into Call of Duty was the first Black Ops. I remember that Christmas season, the trailer, just seeing it, like it says, I think it was Welcome to the Jungle was playing or something like that. And it was I was hooked. I saw the crossbow shooting and it exploded. I saw Woods on the helicopter with the Gatling gun. Oh man, oh that just I still get like chills each time I think about that. That is what sucked me into Call of Duty. And I saw they're using like a combat knife in the trailer. What? And I asked for it for Christmas. That was what I wanted that year for Christmas. I was like, I want this game. It looks really, really good. And I got it, and I was not disappointed. I loved every aspect of the story. My favorite story out of all of the Call of Duties. It's probably biased, but I don't really care. It's what I'm choosing. I love the zombies. I love the multiplayer. It's my favorite multiplayer. Black Ops 2 comes in a close second, but I just loved everything about it. The maps, just the gunplay, everything. And I guess I'll give my top 3 Call of Duties. And funny enough, it's Black Ops 1, 2, and 3. That's my top 3 Call of Duties. In that order.
Tevis, I will allow you to go because we all know that mine is going to be a little different.
Drayton's going to have a lot to say.
I'll try
Yeah.
a lot, but Tevis, you definitely.
So I want to say the game that got me into gaming was and you guys, mine's probably gonna be like way different than yours. I'm gonna say Zelda, the Ocarina of Time. That was like the first game I ever like really like sat down and played and was able to do to completion. Like I'd played this when I was like little, and like the spiders like in the very first boss, like the Great Dooku tree or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You would come in and the spiders would come down from the ceiling, and it used to scare the absolute piss out of me. And it is like the one game that just like got my heart into it, and I loved so much. And I like, I went on to play Wind Walker, Twilight Princess, all these games, and like those are just like the ones that really got me in. They don't like Black Ops 1 or 2. I would say probably Black Ops 1 because like we've talked about, I loved the zombies map on that. So I would say that's what got me into Call of Duty. Now I haven't been into it like, as we've said, like you guys have. But here these past couple of years, like I've enjoyed playing some of them not so much. But I don't think they're all unplayable. And I guess my top 3 would go Black Ops 1 first. Probably Black Ops 2, and then probably either I'd say it's a tie between Black Ops 4 and World War II. World War II and Black Ops were solely based on the memories.
A lot of good memories on those games.
Yeah, honorable mention to World War II.
Memories.
Yeah,
many good memories.
But just because the people, not even because really the game is all right, but it was the memories with that game associated.
For sure, we had a lot of good memories on those games. God, I miss them. I want to go back and play that so bad with y'all. I really do. If only Cougar and Smitty would get back on.
Yeah, I think they probably still have the game downloaded.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Cougar will still play World War II with us. He talks about it all the time.
Does he?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, shoot.
Well, it's funny because I've re-downloaded the thing like 2 or 3 times, and anytime I want to play it, Cougar's never anywhere to be found. And then as soon as I delete it, he'll be like, "Oh, somebody want to play World War II? Just deleted it. Sorry."
Yeah.
I think we should definitely go back and play it though. Like, get a group chat going, or just tell them like, "Hey, download World War II. We're playing it. At some point, we're gonna play it." Because I don't know, like you said, it was just the memories were great, and I really feel like it'd be a great experience. Also, I wouldn't mind streaming like I did with the one time. That was hilarious. I could watch that stream over and over again. It was so hilarious. It was like an hour and a half long, but it was worth it. Like it was just Wait, are we moving on to me? Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, game that got me into gaming. Well, I played games as we spoke about before. First games were like Spider-Man 3 and SpongeBob, yada yada. But those weren't the games that really, or neither one was the game that got me into gaming. It was definitely Modern Warfare 2, I think it was, because I remember we played it at Drew's house a long time ago, and I think it was right after Black Ops came out, and we played Modern Warfare 2 first, and then Black Ops. But after playing Modern Warfare 2, I just immediately was like blown away because I wasn't used to something being that like, because Modern Warfare 2 had really good graphics, like it was really realistic, and
it looked
I
really
really
good.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just really liked how it was, and so that really got my attention on how, if they make games this good, this detailed, I can only imagine what else they made. So
Mhm.
I started digging a little deeper and found some games that I enjoyed, and I went off of that. So definitely Modern Warfare 2.
Is Modern Warfare 2 the one with like the white background and like the green like?
Yes. Yep. Like the
Yeah.
static or
Yeah, like the green static. Yeah.
Yep,
That's that one's up there too.
Yep.
That one's up there too for me. Yeah.
It
That's
was
a
the
good-
first
that's a
one
good
I
game.
played, so it
That's
has
a
a
good game
special
too.
place in my heart.
Yeah.
I never really got to play the multiplayer because I didn't have the online. I didn't have
Same. Yeah.
Yeah.
I played like the multiplayer that was against like bots, and I thought even that was
Mhm.
fun. So I can only imagine what
No,
would've
it
been like fun.
was.
Oh, yeah,
I loved survival too. That was
Mhm.
really fun.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I remember
survival was-
we
yeah.
we played that. That was
Mhm.
a blast. Even Modern Warfare 3 had a
Mhm.
really fun survival. I really liked
That
that.
one was difficult though. That one was really difficult.
Yeah, but me and my brother actually
Sorry.
beat it.
There
So
you go. Yeah, I
So-
remember you guys tried to get like all the trophies for it or whatever.
yeah, we beat Modern Warfare 2, which granted Modern Warfare 2 is hard, but they also didn't like their expansions didn't really affect the trophy system or the achievement
Mhm.
systems. So like basically all the base stuff got you 100% on the thing. Modern Warfare 3 they kept adding stuff, and so it kind of made it a little difficult to get 100% on the game. But anyway, moving on, top 3 Call of Duties. So you all went with Black Ops 1. I'm going with Black Ops 2 because I had
Very
so
fair.
much fun on Black Ops 2. That was the most fun. I played Black Ops 1. I had it after Drew showed me it. I played it, and I went out and bought it, and I played it, and it was fun, but it was different. It was different because I didn't have. It was like one of the first games that I started playing online. Actually, that was the first game that I started learning that you can play online.
Mhm.
Fun fact. So when I got the ability to play online, I started meeting people and stuff, but it wasn't until Black Ops 2 when I had friends to play with and people that I enjoyed because, it made it a blast for me. So I really enjoyed Black Ops 1, but Black Ops 2 is definitely the big thing for me. Now,
Yeah.
the second one I want to say is Black Ops 1 because once I learned about Black Ops 2 and I started digging into stories and going back, it definitely played a lot. Now, my third, oddly enough, is going to be Ghosts. Although it's not for the multiplayer because the multiplayer sucked. When you go back to it now, it's honestly not that bad. It's kind of fun, but at the time it sucked. Extinction is what I loved. That was,
Yeah, I played Extinction. I remember playing Extinction a little bit.
That was
Yeah,
really
that was a lot.
fun.
That was a lot of fun.
I
That would be
really-
fun for if we could all play together.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! I wish we would all had Extinction.
I don't know why they haven't brought it back.
That's what I was excited for. I was excited for Ghost 2, because I was like, I really wanted to know what they would do with Extinction because it was when I first got it, I thought it was just a complete ripoff of Zombies. I was like, this is stupid. But the lore with that one,
I don't know anything about the lore, but
the lore is actually really good, and I really thoroughly enjoyed the boss fights and just I loved how because with Zombies you build up points and you buy these, you upgrade your weapons and yada yada. With Extinction, you have to find your upgrades and you have to slowly but surely get better. So as you move throughout the map, you slowly get better and better upgrades.
and as you level up too.
Yeah, you leveled up. You got teeth, Extinction, and they would help you upgrade your stuff. I just really, really enjoyed it, and I just, oh my god, I remember the first map was fun. The second map and the third were actually all the maps. I don't know what I'm talking about. All the maps were fantastic, and
I would love to play Extinction with all of us. I think
forgot
that would be so
this
much
game
fun.
even existed. Yes, Extinction was they need to do something with that. That needs to happen. I forgot all about Exo Zombies though. I really enjoyed that on Advanced Warfare.
Exo Zombies was pretty damn
It
fun.
was pretty fun. I thought it was. I forgot all about it. I really liked Exo Zombies though. I'm one of those people. I don't know why. I actually liked Advanced Warfare because that's what it was meant to be. Like it was meant to be the way it was. I wasn't a huge fan of like the weapons and the loot boxes. Now you can get better weapons. But aside from that, I actually had a pretty good time playing that game. The maps weren't anything crazy. It's not like one of my favorites, but I honestly don't get why that game gets so much hate. I mean, I'm not a fan of the Exo movement either, but it was done really well, I thought. And I don't know. I didn't really mind that Call of Duty that much, but Exo Zombies was really underrated, I think.
I thought it was really a different change of pace, and like I don't know, it had a lot of the same aspects. It had the mystery box or scanner or whatever.
The scanner.
And I liked the first map was good. The second map was pretty good.
The last one was my favorite. The one at Atlantis where you were under the water. That's the main thing I remember. That map was so fun.
I think the third map was fun too. Wasn't that the one you were on the ship?
That's what I'm talking about. That's the last one where you're like, you're on the ship and then you go under in the ship. And then you're under the water.
I was thinking of the one where you're on like a boat and you're like on the water. The last one was underwater, but I'm pretty sure
Weren't they both the same one? I thought those were both the same one.
No,
if you're on a boat, then you go down. I'm pretty sure. From what I remember, because you had the chambers you would go in and then go down.
I don't remember. I could have.
We could both be wrong, but
I don't know.
I distinctly remember them being the same one, the last one.
I don't remember.
But
I don't
remember.
I mean,
one.
Yeah.
But anyway, those are my top three: Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, and then Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
So I got.
What is the next? Does anybody know like what the next Call of Duty is supposed to be? Like who's making it? Like whose turn it is?
What Treyarch made it so. Infinity Ward made Modern Warfare, so it should be Sledgehammer's turn.
Yeah, and they usually make what? Like what is theirs?
They made Advanced Warfare.
World War II, Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
So we have potential to have a good one. We'll see.
Yeah, we keep saying that every year. It's been said for like the past 3 or 4 years. Oh, this Call of Duty is going to be. And I even said that I bought into the hype for this one because it's my favorite IP of the series. It's Black Ops. But
we'll just have to wait and see what they do.
I got what was it? I had a great topic that I was gonna bring into this, and I can't remember what it was. Oh my gosh.
Do you have something to do with Advanced Warfare?
Oh yes. No, here it is. It's Call of Duty should stop the 3-year cycle, the annual release. Changed my mind. Call of Duty should have like how they have a game come out each year, and it's a studio that only gets 3 years to work on it. I think that needs to go away. I think they need to take however long they take to make it, and then whichever one is best suited to release can release. I don't think
I would,
because we're getting the same thing.
Yeah, and it's like you can't like, I don't know. I feel like in all the changes we want, the major overhaul can't be done in 3 years. It takes longer. So yeah, I would agree. I think they need to take who'd we say not Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer. They're next. If I'm Sledgehammer, I'd be like, you know what? It's my turn. I'm taking a break. I'm gonna work on my game. Whoever's up wants to go, or if we want to wait, we can.
Yeah, the last thing I remember them trying to work on was a first-person Call of Duty game, or third-person Call of Duty game. But they scrapped it. I forget what it was about. It might have been about the Cold War or Vietnam. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard because I mean, how many wars left do we have that they can go over?
Ancient Rome.
What are they going to introduce World War III before it happens?
How about this? How about a Civil War Call of Duty? No, not really. It'd be cool if like Battlefield maybe did that, but Call of Duty is close, action-packed, first-person shooter arcade style. It is not meant to be super realistic. Like, it's meant to be realistic in a sense, but not every single detail of it is supposed to be realistic.
Yeah,
so that's what makes.
They'll never do a Civil War. It's too like
I was just joking.
I know you're joking, but like
I think Battlefield.
Some people probably want. Yeah, I just don't think. like you
No.
kind of say, the way Call of Duty's set up, they
Well,
can never do a Civil War.
No,
They just never
the
will.
weapons of that era, I don't even know if they could successfully make one because they had a couple like actual guns that you didn't have to reload with the gunpowder and the black powder and the ball and all that. They had like a pipe revolver. They had that a little 6-shooter.
It would be
Pepper
fun
pistol.
to watch them try to do it, but they
And they
never
had the
will.
old. No, it'd be fun. They have the Gatling gun too that you cranked by hand. That was the first like rapid fire gun.
Yeah.
I could go on about the history. I love history, but that's not what this is about. But yeah, we all agree. I think though that they should stop the annual release.
I think they should. Yeah. Like,
Just
I
going
think
off
a
of
lot of games
that.
stop that. Hot take. I think a lot of games should stop doing
Yes,
releases.
sports games included.
Sports games, yeah, like
For sure.
2K.
Like,
2K. Like
let
I
them
know you
enjoy
guys talked about this last episode. 2K copy and pastes almost every year, and like Troy said, Madden's just a roster update. It is. Madden has not changed in 4 years. Haven't changed their game. They've added modes like Superstar KO and stuff like that.
The yard
gameplay,
and they're all right, but they're not sustainable. You're not gonna. I deleted the game. I deleted Madden. I don't have it anymore. So.
Yep. Yeah. 2K. Like I will give 2K props because there are some areas I see where they do try to change their game. Like they try to change their shot meter.
True.
They try to change
but still
like you guys talked about, money hungry. It's microtransactions.
That's what ruins
you can't
games
win without paying. You can't.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's what sucks. We need to have a game where we can just play to get good, not pay to get good.
That's why the free-to-play games do so well, I think, because they have that, but you don't have to pay like for it, and they have routes to where you can unlock stuff without just strictly paying money. And we should probably have an episode. We could probably do an episode about that, about why free-to-play games are as big as they are. But sorry, Drake, you were saying something. We cut you off completely.
Yeah. Sorry, Drake. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's totally fine. I was just going off of what you were saying about the annual release thing. I'm looking online. Black Ops, the first Black Ops came out in 2010, correct? 2009, 2010.
2010 or 11. I think it was 2010.
Right here it says Black Ops came out, Call of Duty Zombies came out in 2009, but Black Ops came out in 2010. Then came Modern Warfare 3 in 2011. Then Black Ops 2 in 2012. So it's like Treyarch, Black Ops, then was it Infinity War?
I mean, they know how to make a good Call of Duty. Sorry to cut you off again. I'm sorry.
No, but that's, and then all of a sudden
they know how to do it.
And it's just like,
well, I think there's too much like technology and stuff involved to where they can't just keep doing that. Back then they had a method, they had a standardized method, and it worked for each game. They have their maps, they have their weapons, they have what they're gonna do, they have their everything set up. Yeah. Now they've done that same thing so many times they have to deviate from it, and they can't just put the same thing out there.
Yeah, like we're going to be 5 years down the road, and I'm very interested to see what Call of Duty does because they're running out of like big wars and big battles to do. Like, so I mean,
if they can't improve if they can't make a good Call of Duty, in my opinion, in the next 3 years, then they just need to remaster the old ones, or they need to stop making games. And start a new IP. Because if you can't make good games, I know they're going to keep making them because they keep making money because freaking sheep keep buying the game expecting it to be better, which I was one of those for years. I haven't bought a Call of Duty since Black Ops 4. So that tells you anything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Call of Duty they need to take a break.
Yeah, they just need to redo. If anything, I wouldn't mind if they redid like the game. So like say they did redid say Ghosts or something, or I don't know, did like one of their old Call of Duties, but use a different playing format or something. I don't know. That's why they make the sequels. That's why, because they try to do something different, which I get. Different is good. They want, you're gonna get bored of the same stuff, which I get, but some like the old stuff and like how the old stuff played, and that's why people enjoyed it so much. Is because it played nice.
Yeah. If like Call of Duty could do like futuristic, like and do it well, it would sell.
Yep.
But we've seen like with Black Ops 4, they kind of tried to do that, and it kind of flopped.
I just don't like the futuristic thing. I don't like the old either. Like I like it in like certain games, but Call of Duty is not like they should not go back to the past. They need to stick with modern day stuff. That is what Call of Duty, or you can do like the Cold War, because that's modern-ish. That isn't so far back, but they need to have like modern day and like only
Yeah, but
back
like what
to a
modern?
certain extent.
Yeah.
But no, but like to your point where I was getting ready to say, like there's not a whole lot left that they can do.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So-
okay, but it's like Modern Warfare 3. It was modern, Modern Warfare, duh.
Well, Black Ops 2 as well.
Right, but like, what Modern Warfare 3 wasn't really based on a war. I mean, they kind of made their own like, because Modern Warfare 3, I don't know if y'all remember, was it was essentially about like Makarov mainly. And like how he was gonna like destroy France or something like that, or something was gonna go on with France.
Yeah, that's very like that's a very good idea. What Call of Duty, what I think they should do to save their franchise, they should just be a multiplayer only game that's free to play.
And make their own war.
And they, because nobody plays the campaigns anymore. Sorry, there's probably a couple like old heads that do, but sorry, I haven't played a campaign in forever. And I was a person who would always play the campaign all the way through, make sure I knew everything before I started multiplayer. I was that way for so long. I'm not that way anymore.
Yep.
I started Modern Warfare's campaign, did the first mission, and quit.
Yeah, I played it for like a couple hours, and then I just was like, no, I'm not doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't even bad. But if they're gonna keep the same monetization thing that they have going, they have to go to a free-to-play multiplayer.
Well, like
If
look
they
at
want to
Warzone.
have it, just like Warzone. That's what I was gonna tie
Warzone was
into.
free, and it's so successful.
Yeah, if you're gonna have us having to pay for everything, at least have the game be free. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
I gotta say that the last campaign I played was Ghosts, and that was because it was such a good campaign. And then as soon as Advanced Warfare came out, like
I don't even remember. I don't even remember one thing.
I didn't play that.
I remember. I remember sneaking up behind somebody and like putting a grenade in their, I think their pocket or something. That's all I remember about that game.
Yeah, no. After that, and then Black Ops 3. Okay, I did play Black Ops 3 campaign just because I was.
Forget it.
I'm a diehard Black Ops fan, like you said. So Black Ops 2 is good. So maybe Black Ops 3's campaign is good. Nope, nothing. Completely different.
The last campaign I played, and I don't even remember what it's from, but I remember you start out like it's either in a bar or like in like a
Black Ops 1.
Yeah, that's the only.
And you take the knife and you stab it in the guy's hand. Yep.
Yeah, and then you walk out to the car.
Break the bottle, go to the car, put it in reverse. Oh, dude.
I like Mason was like, be cool, Woods. Nope, he's just gonna. Bam.
That's the last campaign I remember playing.
If you can remember it that long ago, it's good.
Yeah.
Like, come on. If we can, I haven't played the Black Ops campaign in probably like 6 or 7 years, and I can remember that. I can't even remember Advanced Warfare. I can't even remember Black Ops 3. Yeah. I can remember that because I loved the game.
Yeah.
I can remember
Is that also
playing as Victor Reznov and being...
What's the one where the guy's got like a bomb strapped to him and you like push him and is that Black Ops 1 still?
I think that's Black Ops still.
Yeah, he's got like a bomb strapped to his chest and like you have to push him and like grab the other guy or whatever. I don't know. It's
okay.
I don't know. Black Ops 1 was so good.
I think it was.
I know that memory's in my mind somewhere, but I can't pull it out of where it is. But
exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I just can't.
I think it's Black Ops 1.
And then the end, like when you're strangling Menendez or whatever in the water.
Or no, not Menendez.
Was it
Dragovich?
No, Dragovich, yeah.
Dragovich.
My bad.
Yes, Tevin. Yeah. I remember what you're talking about now. There's a part where you're Mason and you're running through, or maybe it's woods. Either way, you're running in like trenches, and a guy jumps like from the like bridge or something above you and jumps on you, and then you just like rip the pin out of his grenade, push him off, and then he just like is struggling to get off, and then he just explodes. Like,
well, I was talking that I remember that, but I was talking about the one where there's like this huge
you're in the desert and you're in a trench, and the guy falls on you, and you pull the grenade and kick him away, and then he blows up.
Well, there's this one where it's like I could be wrong, but there's like you're protecting this guy who's got bombs all over him, and you're like over this big glass like floor looking thing. And like the guy's like his bomb's getting ready to explode, and you have to like let him die. And I don't remember which one that is.
I know what you're talking about. I know that I've experienced it, but I can't remember what it's from.
Also, like I think Black Ops 1 where you bust in the room because you're hunting that like really rich man that's like in the like red,
Castro?
red building. Yeah, you're hunting Castro and you bust in the doors.
You
And then
shoot.
yeah.
what you
he has
think
the woman.
is Castro.
Yep.
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 mhm,
Well, yeah, it
I
is
remember that.
Well, yeah, you think it's Castro.
Yeah, that's a good game. Oh man, now I want to play it. Dang it.
The numbers, Mason. What do they
I,
mean?
I do remember one thing though during that campaign. That was like that was like the first mission, I think it was.
Yeah, it was one of the first.
There was a part it would glitch on me, so Woods would stay stationary in the building, and I'd run out. And the thing is, the game would not register that he's not there, so it would just keep spawning enemies out in that big open area, and I just keep killing them. And I'm like, it keeps telling me to follow Woods, but he's just standing at a pillar back there. So I run back up. I'm like, what the hell? And so he's just standing there, and I must have did that for like a whole hour because I was new to it. I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Then I eventually came back the next, like literally in real life the next day, and attempted it again, and it worked fine. So I don't know. I don't know what the deal was.
Drayton played through the game so many times it was a whole day's worth
Dude.
of just trying to get to the next
Oh
part.
my God. When my brother, I told him, I said, dude, if you beat Black Ops on veteran, I will praise you. He did it. I don't know how, but oh my God, I got to the one where you're at like the secret facility and you got to shoot down the rocket with the Valkyrie missile or whatever. You walk in the room and you're dead. Like you poke your eye out to look behind the corner and you're dead. I mean, it's just that's the thing. They made it so hard back then.
Oh, like, yeah.
World at War, good luck. Good luck getting that trophy or achievement.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah. Call of Duty just needs to go back and erase all their games other than Black Ops 1 and 2, and everybody would be happy and okay.
There you go.
Maybe keep playing World War 2 and Black Ops 4, and I'd be okay with it, but erase everything else.
Yeah.
Keep Warzone.
Yeah, those games were okay, but they're still not Call of Duty. Those games were solid, but it's not what we grew up playing and loving and fell in love with. Because if those were the games that we had when we were the age that we wouldn't be talking about Call of Duty.
No.
That's the bottom line.
Nope. Call of Duty wouldn't be what it is.
It's slightly above average at best is how it's been the past couple of years. Slightly. Very ever so slightly. And that's because there's no other competition.
The only reason we like the games we like is because we have good memories with them. Not because it's good, but because we have good memories playing custom games. Playing all these things. So,
that's the whole moral of this basically is Call of Duty's fun, but the memories we have will always...
Yep, some of the best memories I have from Call of Duty.
The game, always over.
The boys became boys.
That's 100% accurate.
Yep.
Just makes me sad. Like, they can't make a good one. They just keep trying. Well, I don't know if they try, but they keep throwing out games and hoping they'll stick, and they just don't because they're not that good.
I think they're just getting desperate is what they're getting because they realize that they're not doing as good as they used to. So
no, because they're not even. They used to be the top of the game in the esports category. Now they're not even like. They're like low. Like nobody watches Call of Duty anymore. Everybody's watching Fortnite or Counter-Strike,
Valorant,
Rogues Company, Apex, Rogue Company, games like that. Like Call of Duty has lost its touch. And if they don't find it very soon, I know people keep saying this, but if they don't find it very soon, it's on its way out. There's other competitors coming, and it's Call of Duty will not. They're not
untouchable. They are not
untouchable anymore. They will not outlast this if they don't make a good Call of Duty within this generation of console, the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X, Call of Duty's done. Mark my words.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's all we got. Unless you guys have anything else to add on.
No, I think that's a good stopping point.
I think that was a good discussion.
All right. I think so as well. So in the description on Buzzsprout or on YouTube, whatever you're watching and listening on, make sure to check our links and go to our socials. Check them out. Had a lot of fun doing this with my buddies, and we'll be back at you again. I guess we'll release one on Christmas Eve for you guys as a Christmas gift. We'll have it come out on Christmas Eve. So a day early. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yep.
All right. See you guys.
See ya.
See ya.